Good morning to all students. Myself Dr. Sandha Chaudhary. Today I will teach you next part of the UV visual spectroscopy. In first part I have already discussed with you its introduction, absorbance of solution, absorbance law and importance of the concentration. In this section I will discuss with you its energy level and what is molecular orbital, origin and theory of UV spectra and terminology associated with the absorption measurements. So that what is energy levels? In any atomic or molecular system possesses energy only in certain specific amounts or quantas. These are referred to as energy levels of the system. So you can see in the figure here two phenomena shown in the figure. First, A is part of absorption and B is part of emission. When any molecule or atom absorbs the UV light, a transition from a lower level to higher level with transfer of energy from the radiation field to an absorbed atom or molecule or a solid is called absorption. And electron jump from energy level E1 to E2, the system will require the absorption of amount of energy equal to E2 minus E1. So we can say that the energy difference between E1 to E2 delta E is equal to H mu, and the B part is shown, the emission part, but if the system undergoes a change from E4 to E3 in the system, there would be an emission of energy equal to delta E is equal to E4 minus E3, and a transition from a higher level to lower level with the transfer of energy from the emitter to the radiation field is called a emission. And the frequency of radiation emitted would be, we can mathematically represent like this: delta E is equal to E4 minus E3, and the frequency of radiation emitted is delta E upon H, and delta E's value is E4 minus E3. Now the second content is molecular orbitals. According to UV visual spectroscopy, result in electronic excitation of molecule with chromophore. So that UV visual spectroscopy range and its range is 200 to 400 nanometer, and visual range is 400 to 800 nanometer, correspond to the electronic excitation between the energy level that correspond to the molecular orbital of the system. In particular transition involving pi orbitals and lone pair means n, it मतलब non bonding electrons orbitals are important, and so UV visual spectroscopy is the most used for identifying conjugated system which stands to stronger absorption. The lowest energy transition is that between the highest occupied molecular orbital and the lowest unoccupied molecular orbital in the ground state. The absorption of the electronic magnetic radiation excites an electron to the LUMO and creates an excited state in the molecular orbital. So why excitation of electron? The electronic transition involves promotion of electron from a electronic ground state to higher energy state, usually from a molecular orbital called HUMO to LUMO. So its electrons get promoted from the ground state to higher energy state. In the ground state, the spins of electron in each molecular orbital are essentially paired, but the higher energy orbitals are designed as anti-bonding molecular orbital, so that you can understand from the figure. If UV visible light causes electrons in lower energy molecular orbitals to the promoted to higher energy molecular orbital, it means that HOMO to LUMO. You can see in the picture this part of a ground state part, and excitation shows the excitation of ground state part, and this part of shows the excited state electronic configuration. So suppose here I am taking a diatomic molecule pictures. So suppose we have 4p atomic orbitals. So here Chi 4 antibonding electron and antibonding orbital. So this shows one, if the plane polarized light, if the light is polarized, here 1s electron charge cloud is distorted to p electron charge cloud. We can say that here s to p transition is shows. And in Chi 3 1p और क्या कहते हैं Chi 3, if the plane polarized light parallel to the bond axis, here shows the sigma bond molecular orbital in the ground state, cloud is distorted to pi charge cloud. You can see in the figure, this is shows the excited part of the, and Chi 2 here, if the plane polarized light perpendicular to the bond axis, here sigma bond molecular orbital in the ground state, charge cloud is distorted to the anti sigma bonding charge cloud. And Chi 1, if the plane polarized light perpendicular to the bond axis, here pi bond in the ground state molecular orbital is distorted to the anti pi bonding molecular orbital charge cloud. So here is the destruction of dipole. So hence, when light is absorbed or emitted by an atom or molecule, the electron charge cloud around the atom or molecule is disturbed. This distortion of charge cloud produces a dipole in the direction of the incident radiation. So on absorption of light, a dipole is either created or distorted in the excited state. Now the next content is origin and theory of UV spectra. When a molecule absorbs of UV radiation frequency, the electrons in that molecule undergoes transition from lower to higher energy levels in the molecular orbital, and the energy difference we can show in mathematically. Means that here a simple thing is, when a molecule absorbs the UV light, it will go to lower energy state to higher energy state, and we can mathematically represent like this from equation 1 and 2. When the molecule absorbs the UV radiations or electromagnetic radiation, in case of complex having more than 2 atoms, discrete bands collapse to produce broad absorption band or a band envelopes. So energy absorbed in the UV region produce change in the electronic energy of the molecules, resulting from transition of valence electron in a molecule. So here you can see in the figure, this part shows the G mu 0 and G mu 1 is a electronic ground state, and the E V0, V1, V2, V3, V4 is a shows the excited part of the molecule. So here in this diatomic molecule, Here 3 types of electrons are participated and shows the transitions. Pi electron, sigma electron and n electron. So the sigma electrons, these are involved in saturated bonds such as those between carbons and hydrogens in paraffins. These bonds are known as sigma bonds, as the amount of energy required to excite electrons in sigma bond is much more that produce UV light and compounds containing sigma bonds and do not disturb UV radiation. For this reason, paraffin compounds are frequently very useful as solvents. And the next is pi electron. These are involved in unsaturated hydrocarbons with pi bonds are trienes and aromatic compounds. And n type of electrons. These are the electrons which are not involved in the bonding between atoms in molecules. For example, organic compounds containing nitrogen, oxygen or halogens. As n electrons can be excited by UV radiation, any compound that contains atoms like nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, halogen compounds or unsaturated hydrocarbon may absorb UV radiation. In the absorption, how can we measure the absorption and which type of terminology associated with the absorption measurements? UV absorption spectra are attributed to a process in which outer electrons of atoms absorb radiant energy and undergo transition to higher energy levels. These electronic transitions are quantized and depend on the electronic structure of the absorber. So here UV energy is quantized. The spectrum arising a single electronic transition most consists of a single discrete line, but the radiation between two electronic states is invariably accompanied by simultaneous transition between the vibrational and rotational energy levels. Discrete bands collapse to produce broad absorption bands or band envelopes. These the electronic spectra have vibrational and rotational fine structure. So here some terms associated with it. The first one is radiant power, which is denoted by P. The rate of energy of radiation reaching a given area of a detector per second is called radiant power. Here incident beam is denoted by P0 and the transmitted beams denoted by P. The next content is absorbance, which is denoted by A. It is also known as optical density and extinction, which is denoted by E. And it is the inverse of the logarithm 10 of the transmittance. And you can see in the slide, and this is based on Lambert law. Next content is absorptivity. It is the absorbance is divided by the product of concentration of the solution in gram per liter and the solution path length in a centimeter. The dividend is known as absorbivity, and absorbivity denoted by epsilon symbol. It is A upon LC. The next is isobastic point. It is a common point to all absorption curves produced in the spectra of a compound taken at several pH values, and its value is 1.19 into 10 to the power 5 oblique wavelength in nanometer. Next is energy of electronic excitation. The next content is absorption and intensity shifts. You can see in the figure here absorption and intensity shifts are shown in the figure. The first one is hypsochromic effect or a blue shift. Blue shift is here. When absorption maxima means lambda maximum value of a compound shift to shorter wavelength, it is known as hypsochromic shift or a blue shift. It is a shift towards shorter wavelength. This may be caused by a change of medium, solvent substitution, or a removal of conjugation. For example, the conjugation of the lone pair of electrons on the nitrogen atoms of aniline with the pi bond system of the benzene ring is removed on protonation. And aniline absorb at 280 nanometer, but in acid solution the main peak is almost identical with that the benzene at 203 nanometer, and its the epsilon value is around 7500 due to blue shift. Means to that in different solution they shift the shorter wavelength, so they show the blue shift. And next is red shift. When absorption maxima मतलब lambda max value of a compound shift to longer wavelength, just opposite of blue shift, it is known as bathochromic shift or a red shift. It may be produced by a change of medium or by the presence of an oxochrome or by the change of solvent. The N2 pi antibonding pi transition for carbonyl compounds experience bathochromic shift when the polarity of the solvent is decreased. And the next is hyperchromic shift. You can see in the figure. When absorption intensity means epsilon value of a compound is increased, it is known as hyperchromic shift. That is Emax increase. For example, the B went for pyridine at 257 and Emax value 750 is shifted to the 262 nanometer, and Emax value shifted to 3560 for 2-methylpyridine. That is the value of Emax. You can understand that the Emax value is increased. The introduction of oxochrome usually increase the intensity of absorption in the hyperchromic shift. And the last, hypochromic effect. What is hypochromic effect? When absorption intensity means Emax value of a compound is decreased just opposite of hypochromic effect, it is known as hypochromic shift. For example, biphenyl absorption at its absorption means its wavelength value of 250 nanometer and its Emax value is 19,000, whereas 2-methyl biphenyl absorb at 237 nanometer and its Emax value is 10,250. It is decreased. So it is due to the distortion caused by the methyl group in 2-methyl biphenyl. Absorption and intensity shifted. You can see in the figure. So this fact shows the hypochromic type of effect. Thank you so much for watching me.